Time for Final Fantasy VIII. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Good evening. It's the weekly Final Fantasy VIII stream here at twitch.tv/rangedtouch. Here I am. Hold on, let me turn the sound back on here. Hey, we got it. Good to see Counter Turns and Lilithfin in the chat. Everybody loves it when someone's in the chat. So, drinking some black and echinacea tea. The Verdicts. Shout out to The Verdicts for being here. Hello, Grace. Glad to see everyone coming along. Eco. With some sort of weepy face, perhaps. Good to see everybody. We are back. We got Modality in the chat. Hey, check this out, Modality. Got my gamer glasses on. This is my official Gunner Shades said, "Hey, what do you want your official shades to look like, streamer?" And I said, "I got the perfect design. Give me some of them. Zoom." It's my holiday goggles. My crucial streaming gear. I got a bunch of crucial gear here. Thanks everybody for coming on in. Circadian Wolf. We got Dax. We got Brendan. We got Pobblebond. That's funny. Oh, we got Eve. We got Twofull fruit. Twofull with fruit. All right. So last time we were... oh, and by the way, the VOD for last week will go up soon. I just forgot to do it. So the VOD will go up on YouTube, youtube.com/rangedtouch, where you can find out many other things that we have done. The VOD for this week will go up as well at some point in the so-called future. What we're doing right now is we were following Cypher, who wanted to take us to, sorry, that's very loud in my headphones, wanted to take us to the tower because we were doing the seed exam, and he got too antsy. He said, I don't want to just do what we've been ordered to do. I want to be a good seed. I want to go aggress. So currently, seed. We are seed candidates from Balamb Garden. We are training to be teen mercenary soldiers. We're doing an exam in order to do that. Our exam, Squall, Zell, Cypher, Selfie here, who is now in our party. The reason our exam is going and helping the Dollet military get the Galbadian Army, Garmy, to get them out to do it. So we were supposed to be holding a square, and Cypher, who was our team leader, said, "No way, I'm doing whatever I want," and sent everyone away, chased. And so we followed him. He left, ran into the tower. Selfie joined our party, and we're going to see what's going on with that. So he's up this tower, and the Galbadian military are taking over the tower for some reason. We don't really know why. So there's a lot of mysteries going on here, but ultimately, at the end of the day, we're some teens. We're playing some teens. This is Zell. He punches people. This is Selfie. She uses big, nunchuck kind of things. I'm sure they have a more specific name than that, but that's what I got. She uses those. And Squall, of course, uses the famous Gunblade. And you can, of course, check out the former VOD if you are interested in learning about some of these mechanics that are showing up. I'll talk through some new stuff as it's happening, and of course, as I have said previously in the last VOD, this is a research stream. I'm writing about this game with a couple other people, perhaps some of whom are in the chat. Let me know if you are. This is me kind of playing with the systems and playing the game and doing a little bit of research accountability of making sure I play for a couple hours a week. So we'll go for a couple hours or so. And we'll see what's up. This game moves pretty quickly, I will say. Oh, hey, it's SCJ Fern is my co-writer on this. So, SCJ Fern, feel free Yeah, I don't know if you want to use your real name or not, but feel free to chime in if you want. So we're chasing Cypher. Supposedly, theoretically, we're going up this tower with the Galbadian military here. And hey, everybody, thanks for joining. People are coming in as I'm talking. I think that's everything. People who were here last week, have I missed any information? Anything going on? Let me know if I drop any frames. I think we'll be okay this week. We had some drop frames last time because my settings were a little bit off, but I think this time we will be a-okay. Let me know if that we're looking very healthy right now. Yeah, to Fill with Fruit. Fill with Fruit is pointing out they've got some great angles on these backgrounds. It's true. There's been a report of a monster-shaped shadow on top of the tower. Yeah, this is Biggs and Wedge. Biggs and Wedge show up in many Final Fantasies. They show up in Final Fantasy VI at the beginning, most famously, maybe. And here they go. So it's Major Biggs and Private Wedge, I guess. There's, of course, a public wedge and a private wedge. And they're trying to fix the tower. Now, we don't know why the Galbadian military cares about this telecoms tower, but they do. And we're going to find out. This is Nice Boy. This is the remaster that came out, I believe, 2 years ago? 2021? Is that last year? Either came out in 2020 or 2021. Something like that. But yes, Final Fantasy VIII remastered. All the models are redone, remastered, and the backgrounds are not because the original files were lost. We get another one of these really cool transitions. Let me do this. Ooh. Nope. There we go. No, look, I would be lying if I said that this didn't have some responsibility for me getting a PhD in media studies. The reason I say that is that would make any child, any teen, tween, or in-between think, wow, telecoms are rad. Because that is the most radical and cool way a satellite could ever unfold. But Biggs has gotten the thing working, gotten the tower working. What are they doing with it? Again, we still don't know. Mister. So Biggs is saying, let's get rid of these twerps, and he's not around. Wedge isn't here. Uh-oh. But moving out of the way, I'm leaving, goodbye. So Cypher's here now. Theoretically, he should have beaten us here, but he didn't, and yeah, I think that's right, Fern. I think that the role of broadcast and print media in this is pretty weird. We're going to see some serious newspapering go on. So we want to check out and see what this fella's got. Of course, with every kind of new enemy you fight, you want to see what you can draw out of them. So we're going to check that out. I really like the remaster's very clear kind of... ooh, draw failed. What is that? What does that mean, draw failed? I haven't had that happen too often, so let's keep drawing some stuff. So some things can't be drawn until you've done some damage. Some things just, it doesn't work. Asuna. So Asuna clears status effects. So maybe we want to make sure that we can draw Asuna with someone who can cast it, because Asuna being drawable new from a character might imply that we might need to use it at some point. Let's go ahead and scan this fella and see what we got going on here. Yes, new type woman. It is real. If you didn't do anything, they would just attack you till you died. So it's got about 450 hit points here. He's a Galbadian Major. Very short-tempered. I love that little stat block at the top. So 450 hit points. Okay. So we're going to draw some more Asuna here, just because, presumably, if you can draw it, it might be useful. And I'm not drawing it with Selfie here. And the reason for that, let's go ahead and... Uh-oh. Our other fella, but he's just a normal soldier, it looks like. So he showed up. I think this is a really cool kind of moment of, like, between the battle. Should have stayed home. Right, like, there was a narrative cutscene that happened beforehand. Then we went into the battle. And in the narrative kind of cutscene thing, like in the scripted sequence, I guess, he's looking for Wedge. Where's Wedge? Where's Wedge? He's not here. And then he shows up in battle. I think that's a really cool kind of moment of there not being a clear divide between these two spaces. So he should be at about 200 hit points or something at this point. And we want to heal everybody up really quick. We're going to draw... Oh, no. Okay. Gotta do it right. This menu in here, y'all. Sometimes it's harder than you think. We're gonna draw and cast on ourselves. Nope, from him. Alright, because you can take things out of people and then cast them immediately. So let's just get everyone up a little bit higher in hit points here. I was looking a little bit. I don't have it right here in front of me, but I was looking a little bit at, like, what characters are better for certain things later in the game, based on like what weapons they can get and things like that. And something that's very fascinating to me is that Selfie is a really great character for for melee combat, because of one of her later weapons. So maybe we'll try to check some of that out later in the game. I didn't really know that before. Because this game, because of the junction system, as we talked about last time... Uh-oh! What the... Because of the junction system, every character can kind of do everything, but what weapon they have equipped actually does matter, although that's not going to really come up for another couple hours. Alright, just some guy. What the hell is it? Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to find out what the hell it is, but first we need to draw Siren. Now, here is a real... kicking the old tuchus for you here. There are some GFs, right, which are hugely important in this game. They help you get new abilities. They help you do stuff, right? They help you, like, play the game. There are some GFs that can only be drawn from one enemy one time. I think there are a couple other ways to get Siren later in the game, but this is the only way right here that you can do. So it looks like Earth-based attacks have no effect. 28-15 hit points. No one knows where it came from. Elverit. So we're going to just cast healing spells, and then we are going to use some GFs here. And we can, of course, draw cast... Actually, let's find out what we can draw that... But we can draw cast Cure here, so as long as we're drawing and casting, we can stay alive kind of forever. Yeah, Julia Pasteur, I did know. Yeah, Pablo Bonk, it's easy to miss basically everything in this game. But basically, we're just going to use a bunch of GFs here and do it. If people can keep track of the HP for me, that would be swell. But you don't have to. Oh, I don't have boost unlocked for Ifrit yet, unfortunately. Yeah, the draw system's kind of complicated. People are talking about in the chat. Oh, I was not looking at how much damage that did. Okay, so Storm Breath is like a big hit and it does a bunch of damage. This might actually kill my GFs. Nope, it didn't. I remember that doing like way more damage. But so as the GFs are being summoned, remember they have kind of their own. Oh, double. Ooh. Let's stock some of that. So double's quite interesting. It means that when you cast a spell, if you have double active, which is, you know, kind of like, it's like haste or something like that. It's a status effect. When you have it, you cast 2 at a time. So it's kind of a buff. I don't know, is that in other Final Fantasy games? I'm struggling to think about where it would be. And you can't see it. I realized this last time. Someone let me know, but the boost number is behind my head on the screen here. I'll actually, let me do this. There we go. So you'll see it for Quetzalcoatl. Okay, so check this out. This is what boost looks like. It's a very light thing in Final Fantasy VI is what someone is saying. So this is what boost looks like. And I could be hitting this way harder, but it resets if you mess it up. So you can go like, wow! But as long as I'm getting, you know, 115, 120, somewhere in there. Red mages can get double cast apparently. That's cool. X magic, that's true. That's true. I forgot about that. So this is, I wouldn't say this is a particularly exciting boss battle. Did I just heal Zell? I didn't mean to if I did. No, heal himself. Okay, good. So yeah, not a particularly exciting fight. It's mostly just, we're going to be doing this until our GFs die. So this is going to hit Quetzalcoatl pretty hard and probably mean we shouldn't summon him anymore. I believe if a GF dies in battle, they don't get AP from the end of the fight, and that is a bummer. So we want to make sure that we are doing that. Yeah, Brendan in the chat saying, I like Quetzalcoatl more than I like Rama. Me too. Big, weird bird thing. I like that more than an old guy with a spear, or a staff. Not a spear. Although I do like his long cast animation in Final Fantasy IX. And I like when he shows up, too. Which is pretty cool. I mean, I'm sure Julia Bester is, you know, kind of pointing out the appropriative angle going on here with Quetzalcoatl. I mean, that's half of the summons in Final Fantasy, right? Just across the board. So we've done about, what, 1,400 damage, maybe a little bit more than that. Don't do it. Don't punch my guy. Don't punch my guy. Just keeping everybody up at high health. I don't have boost for Ifrit, so we can just watch this happen. Smashing this guy. I like the wiggle some. I like his big stinger that he's got. So I will say if there's one weakness in Final Fantasy VIII that I think is like a real true weakness in kind of the game and the way it works is that some of these battles are like you can solve them and then you just have to play them, right? And that gets a lot faster the more stuff you can equip in the game, right? The more GF abilities you have and things like that. It starts making the game move a little bit more quickly, but right, like we have solved this boss battle. There's nothing else to do, and yet we are going to be hitting this monster for another few minutes. I'm a big fan of like just checking out what's going on here. So let's heal everybody up, and we'll see how many HPs we need. Uh-oh. About 1,000 hit points left. Yeah, it's for all of these. Everyone's pointing out like the summons and like how they kind of work here, and vis-a-vis appropriation, and yeah, I mean, hard to think of one that's not immediately a little bit of just the absorption of another culture's thing going on. I guess Siren is not particularly. The Minotaur brothers that we're going to have, which is pretty sweet. So I think you just have to go in with your eyes open. RE that whole deal. So we're at about 800 hit points now. Don't do it. Oh, really hitting hard here. And we'll go ahead and use Shiva. And whoops. There we go. Cactuar. That's right. Alexander. Yeah, there's some good ones. I mean, they're all good, like, but ones that don't have an air of a problem about them, I guess maybe is the... All right, don't kill Shiva. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, very good. Happy to see that. Yeah, Griever is in this game. It's rad. Oh, I gotta get my last 15. I got to 99. So probably doing less damage. 232, is it done? It's gotta be close, right? Punch him. Yeah, Juliet Pasteur is pointing out the remaster's got pretty good, clear, crisp text. That's what I was talking about earlier, was just having that stroke on the numbers and stuff. Like, just being able to see numbers when they happen weirdly doesn't sound like that would be a big issue in Final Fantasy games. And yet, in Final Fantasy VIII originally, and 9, to be honest, kind of just hard to see that stuff is going on. Probably has something to do with the way that PlayStation's like rendering those and how many frames they stay on screen too, I would say. It would have to be a thing you'd have to A/B test a little bit. I do like that Zell gets so close to Squall when he's casting, where he's like, bro, let me heal you, bro. Okay, we gotta be close here, right? Oh, Brendan, I didn't have that exact thing that you're talking about, but yeah, definitely, you know, knockoff Griever mask. You know, as far as like, or not mask, but necklace from eBay. That's like a critical in middle school in the mid 2000s deal, right? Healing everybody up. Look, I'm just very conservative. We could have finished this fight beforehand, but I'm just very conservative. I don't want anyone to die. Somehow it didn't heal Selfie. I messed this up somehow. Yeah, knockoff necklaces from, oh, yeah, explode! Yeah! But knockoff necklaces of, like, Final Fantasy stuff, you know, Titus's necklace, Titus, his necklace from Final Fantasy X, that was a thing, you know, that people bought on the internet. You know, it's, like, only accessible on eBay. Very good. Big part of, like, nerd culture at the time. So no experience for that fight. It just happens sometimes. From like boss battles and things, but you get a bunch of AP, which gives you things like HPJ, hell yeah. And now we have Siren. Squad B Captain. And so that's why Selfie fell down that hill to talk to us. We got new orders. We have to withdraw at 1900 hours and go back to where we came from. So here's a wild thing. We're about to have a timer, a countdown timer. So there's a little bit of friction going on here. She's repeating the instructions because this came out in the PlayStation 1 and there was no way to like check your text log. So we only have 30 minutes. And that's in real time. So this is another timed event. And here's the deal too. Who does he think he is? Why don't you ask him? Menuing is timed. So I gotta like book it through this stuff. So my GFs, I need to heal them. Oh, I don't think I can. No, I don't have, dang. Okay. I'm gonna go downstairs to the save point and use a tent. And I think that'll restore my GFs. So I would like to heal my GFs, I would like to equip some stuff, and I would like to junction more guys. But oh look, here's a dude. He's still alive. Turns out when you defeat people, this is definitely the first moment in Final Fantasy where I was like, you defeat people and they're not dead? So I'm not going through this, by the way. I'm not like going through the scripted thing. But he's summoned some sort of robot. It clink in the background. So all this is timed here. And it will be in our best interest sometimes to run here. Yeah, we gotta go get a nap at the tent. Come on. I probably could have cast a thunder here and been fine, but I think 6 attacks is enough. Yes, new type woman. There are in fact things we can miss. There are things we can mess up. There's going to be some really cool stuff that hopefully we're going to see if I remember how to do it right. Well, let me do this first. All right. So you can only use tents at the thing. Let's do that. Let's equip our GFs. Oh, it doesn't look like I can heal my people up. All right, hold on. I need to go to junction. Hard to talk in menu at the same time. Oh, I don't have anything junctioned. Whoops. For Zell here, so let's go ahead and do that. I don't know how I missed that before. Probably talking, as one is. And I'm just getting this on someone. It doesn't really matter. She has status effect junction right now, I think. Let's see. Yeah. But I don't have any status effect stuff. So this is, you can make your physical attacks, for example, when they hit, do the blind status effect or poison. It's actually pretty helpful later on down the line, but we want to make sure that we see what our GFs are doing as well. So I don't want summon man. I don't want him to do more damage. I don't care about that. We want to get the... let's get card. And let's see where she is. Yeah, she's getting like the wrong thing. Let's do elemental attack junction. Let's at least get some... No, wait. Let's do refining first. I explained refining last time. HPJ we're still working on for him. Siren needs to work on move find, and I will explain that in just a bit. We want to save our... Nope. We want to junction some magic really quickly here because Selfie doesn't have anything junction, question mark. I don't know why I did that. So you can see that we can add magic to increase her abilities. The specificity doesn't matter so much here. Once we have the ability to refine magic, all these numbers are going to start becoming much better. Some people are talking about what happened. So that was 2 minutes of menuing. We got 26 minutes to do this. None of them Garrulous Monolith. I will work through to fill with fruit. I will talk more about the junction system later. So we got a robot that's attacking us, and it's a big robot spider. So it's like a boss battle immediately followed by a boss battle. So we're going to see what the hell we can draw from it. I think haste might come out of this thing. Yeah, this is very Wild Wild West. This robot is cool. I like that he bonks everybody and they have to run as fast as possible to get back to the thing. Okay, so it's protect. It's very cool. The thing I want to do really quickly with Squall is I want to scan this thing, even though it's going to take a few minutes. Or like 30 seconds or something. But the reason I want to do that is I want to know how many hit points it has that's going to be important for later. So 54,000, or no, 5,492. The mobile attack weapon. So we can't escape, we can't run. So Zell has, I think, the best magic ability of anyone right now, if I'm right. So let me see. Okay. Whoops. Oh, he's using his laser. And I think he has thunder. He does. We're going to try to hit this guy with some thunder. He's binking us. So here's the thing. If you are not kind of like on the up and up vis-a-vis what the hell's going on with this boss fight, you can die here. Yeah, this is Eve Goldwitz is pointing out this is a pretty stressful timer. This little section of the game is not, I mean, it's not like the world's most difficult thing that a human being has done. But it's not super, not super easy. But really, you can kind of easily, you can manage it by drawing cure, keeping your people healed up. Right. Yeah, Fern. We're gonna see some of this stuff. That cure was terrible from Selfie, by the way. I love that we just get knocked off the screen. So I'm pretty sure we just have to do X amount of damage. Let's find out. And it should be coming up. Something pretty close. So we will get to see Siren later. Siren, unfortunately, is just a light spoilies here. It's a status effect based GF summon. So if you don't, I mean, this is a robot. I'm not telling you anything that you probably don't know. When you've got a robot in a Final Fantasy, the robot traditionally cannot be status effective. So we're it looks like it's more efficient to draw and cast fire here than do anything else. So there we go. All right. So now we can run. So you got to use the in-game mechanic of the hold the two buttons and run. And we don't get jack for this. You get nothing. So, okay, robot's down. We got to run away. And it's still coming, y'all. And it chases us in real time. Oh my god, I beat it. So it can do a little runny here. Yeah. It can do a jumpy jump. It's rad. Getting around it on that jump thing is harder than you think. All right, so now we just gotta kind of fight it again. It's like the wild thing about this fight is, you gotta make some choices. It looked like Selfie just drawing and casting fire was the most efficient thing, and I think we were probably just gonna draw and cast fire. Oh, well, it didn't work that time. What the heck? Just 28? What the heck? Just 52? Maybe I gotta punch it some more. Gotta change it. Oh! Alright, let's punch it some. Yeah, I forgot. For some reason I was getting it confused, Fern, between that and the bridge. We also have to do like a weird little movement thing, but I immediately realized what my mistake was. Yeah, if you walk, you can get through that without any issue. So it takes about, give or take, 2 minutes per fight here. So it's gonna get a little bit tighter. I think there's probably other ways of doing this. I think there's probably like some ways for us to do some cool stuff, but I don't know what they are. In the sense of I'm sure there's ways to cheese this, do something less time intensive, but I don't know what they are. And we do need to stay alive. So we have to lose a whole battle round of just healing people up. We only did 44. What's going on with our cast stat? Zell was kicking ass earlier. Yeah, Quetzalcoatl's got to be good here, so maybe we'll do that. Because it's electricity. Who's got? Nope. Nope. Let's do that. Yes, Selfie is bad at magic right now, which that's absolutely true. Everyone kind of starts with different starting stats, for reasons that make sense, and Don't crush me. I could just run away. That's true. There's some stuff involved with running away. Oh, you can't run yet. Some of these you can run from, right? Pretty sure. Oh. Gotta do my boost. Cool. Boom. Bazoop. Yeah. Gotta get my heal in. Get my heal. All right, now we can leave. Squall, let's go. Okay. I think if you stay in the battle, it gets back up. You can blow it up. There's like other stuff you can do. There's more to this like little bossy thing than you might think. So now we gotta go. No, we gotta. Ooh. Yep. Here it comes. It's beeping and booping, of course. Real Jason style stuff. All right, so I gotta do this. It's gonna jump, and then I gotta go back this way. I thought for some reason that it jumped there after, but maybe I had to get closer. In a single fight, it can repair itself up to 5 times, and after that, you can kill it. Well, we don't really want to kill it. And you'll get to see why in just a moment. Also, I gotta try to talk to the dog if I can. Just reminder. And we still have plenty of time, I promise. Yeah, so I believe that killing it is, like, objectively the right choice in terms of, like, the outcome, and I'll talk in just a minute. There's going to be, like, a whole thing in just a minute about that. But in terms of outcome, I think killing it's the objectively the best. Oh, Ray Bomb. Here we go, I'm beeping. Skazoom! Quetzalcoatl taking a little bit of damage. I think that while the GF is up like that, I think any heal spell should heal it. I'm not 100% on that. It's been a long time since I've like tested out how to heal my GFs, but I think that is the case. I think they get hit points over time too. It's like walking around with them gives you a little bit more. Zoom! Okay. So we gotta be pretty close here, dang. Bonk. The summons are super cool looking. I just wish that perhaps. All right, so second Quetzalcoatl will like definitely finish this up. Yeah, give me battle vision. Zoom in battle vision on healing this guy for like a bajillion. The amount of time you have to hit that button is really cool to like increase the damage. Because it's not right before you hit. You have a little bit of a window before and after. That's really cool. Yeah, Eve Goldenwoods. I think the animations across this game are really great. And in a general sense, I think what's really great about the remaster is that it, I don't think takes away from very much of that. You know, they very much are. It seems like keeping like most of the like rigs for all the animations, so you can just see them a little bit more cleanly. That's good. All right, this thing's got to be dead now. Yeah, okay. All right, let's see if we can get to the next point. Yeah, here we go. You can already hear it. Oh, it's like on the side of the thing? Oh, all right. So I actually, as I went by that dog, I talk to the dog. And, okay, so normally you're supposed to go, or you have an option of going into this pub. No, the next screen. Watch this. Why is that a pre-rendered scene? Don't know. It's awesome. But when I ran by that dog, I talked to that dog. That actually does matter. So you can run in that pub and avoid the spider. That's like one option. But we didn't do that. We kept running. And we kept running so we can see this. And then the next scene. That's video games to me. That's the good stuff. This is, that's teaching. That's not, Brian in the chat asked if that was librarianship. No, that's teaching. It's a teachable moment. How'd it go? And there's no comment about that, by the way. Oh, yeah, you really missed it. Oops, sorry, 1 second. I beefed it. There we go. Cypher's back. We didn't see him on the way back, but he got back to the thing. So you probably might not have noticed beforehand, but there's the disciplinary committee. It's Cypher, Rajan, and Fusion. Rajan is like a big dude bro, and he's talking all the time. Maybe talks too much. And Fusion only speaks in single words, in all caps. And I don't know what's that. That might be like a character type. That might be like a genre thing in Japan that I'm just not aware of. Or it could just be unique to this game. I don't know. Feels like a thing. It could be like a reference or I don't know, a type that comes up. Good job. Cypher left. He ran away. He went and got in that car. That little beep beep. Okay, we're all dismissed, so we can do like whatever we want now. Interesting new type one. So Mr. Ego took our car. So we got to walk all the way back to the garden ourselves, but we can check out this little town for a little bit. You can see what's up. I think we could probably play some card games if we wanted to. The Seabreeze Hater has logged on. I wonder if we can go into the hotel. Is this a hotel? I don't know if there's really much we can do. This is Balamb, by the way. Yeah, let's go ahead and stay at the hotel. Yeah, the reason, so the backgrounds, everything that is a background is they're like pre-rendered backgrounds at very low resolution because they are original to the PSX, and everything that's an interactable object is like a 3D model, and so it is up-resed or just is native to the higher resolution, which makes for some weird stuff sometimes. And again, the reason for that, as far as I'm aware, is that Square lost the original files. So yeah, we can try to I can't play cards because my wife won't let me. So we got draw, we got thunder. People got that equipped. So this person knows Zell. And apparently Zell is from here. He's from Balamb. Getting a little bit of character development. This is a store we can go to, I don't think. Oh yeah, so we can buy items, but as far, I think these are their starting items. So it like really doesn't help in any kind of way. Oh, people are saying, Julia Pasteur is saying in the chat that Fuchs and Rajan were originally designed to be in Final Fantasy VII. Hey, you have a pretty nice physique. I'm a professional photographer, I want to be a spotlight technician. Yeah, why do you need one? It's going to be a big parade in Galbadia. I'm thinking of going. I'm going to take a lot of nice pictures and sell them to make big money. We'll split everything 70-30. Actually, how about 80-20? You know what? Forget about it. Okay, so there's going to be a big parade in Galbadia. That's interesting. We can buy just stuff. Now, the reason that buying just stuff is going to matter, I'm going to buy a G potion. A couple of those, actually. Not 11. Let's buy 5. The reason these matter is that eventually we're going to get the ability to refine magic from stuff, and you can just refine stuff out of these items. You can refine magic from basically anything. That is the... Hold on, let's go this way and see if we can. The trains are running on schedule. There aren't many tourists coming from Galbadia. Remember, we just fought the Galbadian military. There is shotgun ammo. That's Chekhov's shotgun ammo. It'll come into play later in the game. But remember, we just fought the Galbadian military, so that's probably a reason for it. This is a woman called the Card Queen. Or, I'm sorry, the Queen of Cards. Travel all over the world to monitor and enforce the various card rules. Who isn't? Who isn't a Card Queen these days? So, and we'll be able to see her throughout the game. She's going to tell us what they play here, I think, which are open. Yeah, open. Pay me 30,000 gil, and I will pass on a new rule to this region. Same. No. No, I don't. So you can like change the way the card game is played by the Queen of Cards. She will enforce different rules for you. And we can learn about current trends. Right, so the one trading rule is if you lose, then you got to give it up. So it's wild stuff. But let's go and do the last kind of thing we can do here. I think this is the right house. Yeah, this is Zell's mom's house. Ma Dinch. Underrated character in Final Fantasy. No one has ever, when they're doing their top 10 lists of top 10 Final Fantasy characters, no one says Ma Dinch, but they should. She's supportive. She's nice. She cooks. Stinky soup. This is Zell's house. I wonder if we can play cards with Zell's mom. We can't. We can go up to Zell's bedroom. No, we can't. That's Zell's room up there. It's sacred. Keep out. Very good. Maybe we can go to Zell's living room. Yeah, look at it. It's nice. An old issue of Timber Maniacs. Not? We'll learn a little bit more about Timber Maniacs later in the game. Oops, sorry. So we're just getting to... The reason I'm going through all this, right? I'm doing my best chip cheese them. But also to give you like a flavor that like, this is a little town. And you can like go around and learn things about it, right? There's this little cat. Whoops. You go meow. It only go meow one time though. Can I play cards with it? Oh. Wait, does it reset? Wow. It'll meow one time. Oh, nope. It's on a timer or something. Weird. What are these kids doing? We're looking at the World Atlas, just contemplating how small we are in relation to everything. You know, as kids do. Look at this atlas. You have the powerful nation Galbadia, the mysterious country called Esthar, and the destroyed Sintra. Wonder how this world came about. So, you know, if you go around Balamb here, and you go around this little starting city, or one of these starting cities, you can get a feel for what's going to be going on in this game. She's complimenting my uniform. They got a performance they're doing. I don't know what that means. Maybe we can learn. The Garden Festival. Me and my girl We're definitely going to be there with our band. So there's a garden festival coming up. And check this out. I wonder if we can do this here. I think we can. Can I not talk to this person? Weird. Okay. Well, that'll come up later in the game. Sorry, I thought I could do an additional little thing here. All right, now we're just going to run down the road. You know, as one does. We can check it. You know, you can't really see very much around here. So we went, you know, across the ocean that way. There's a train station that'll take you somewhere. Going through there with trains. And there's like some mountains and whatnot. Presumably something over there. I'd rather go to the Radon Festival, J-Mags. I like the Radon Festival. Wow, Julia Pasteur, that is a deep cut of Final Fantasy characters. We're just gonna let's stock some cures here. And then kill this thing. I like this thing, by the way. Huge weirdo. Monster designs, you know, in Final Fantasy in a general sense, pretty odd. I don't think anyone's running around saying, hey, it's typical Euro fantasy, you know, orcs and gobos in Final Fantasy. There's quite a wide diversity of weird stuff, but Final Fantasy VIII's got some weird stuff. Including whatever the hell this is. The Gerblin King. Boom. Do 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 do. Okay, getting some stuff. You know, you kind of, and the weird thing about the game is you do kind of want to do some fighting like this, just some random battles. I don't think anywhere in this game we're ever going to have to grind because you don't really have to do that. But you do want to get AP, so you do have to do a little bit of like just making sure you fight some fights. You can't just run away and stuff. Hooah! Guess we just wait for the test results. So right, like these people aren't really friends. You know, this is not a group of people who are best friend forever doing stuff. They went and did a test together and now they're going on their separate ways, never to return. You know, quite interesting, if you ask me. We got our little draw point here. Got some cure. Now we're back to only having Squall. Now I think we can actually leave the garden. I'm not going to do it because it's a waste of time. But I think we can leave the garden again and just go grind a Squall if we wanted to do that, which is quite interesting to me. But here we go. We've been here before. We're going all the way back in to the garden. I think we have to go to bed, maybe? Before we get our test results? I don't remember exactly the sequence of events here. So what these people are up to. There's Headmaster Sid over there. Galbadia's real target is the communications tower. But radio signals are useless, even if they get the tower to work. So, like, this is a world beyond radio signals. It was on last week's exam. How any form of communication using radio signals can't be used. Squall, how did you answer that question? The signals are hazardous to your health. There's a worldwide signal interference. So the game has had to do a weird thing, right? Where it has established that people used to use radio signals. They built a bunch of infrastructure to use radio signals. They don't use it anymore for some reason. And we're going to pick the right answer, which is there's a worldwide interference. Now, why is that the case? No idea. So everyone is back again. Oh, we're gonna drink some of my herb water I made. I made some herb water out of a mint from my garden. Kind of tastes like vegetables. The Dollet Dukedom. The Galbadian Army has agreed to withdraw as long as the communication tower is repaired and the uplink remains operational. So they invaded, repaired the comm tower, and now they are retreating. And Headmaster Sid, our principal / lead ops designator, is informing us of all of this. We could have made more money if they'd stayed and caused more ruckus. Stuff's wild. Okay, I'm gonna go back this way. I would like to save my game. Nope, they won't let me. Okay, let's go talk to all these other people. How'd it feel to be on the battlefield? Squall, do you think love can bloom on a battlefield? We're gonna squall it up. Whatever. Whatever. That's great. Whatever. Very good. Okay, so the results should be done soon. I think I just have to talk to everyone. We did pretty well. Quistis says Squall is her best student. He's just not very social. Wow. Who is the Otacon of FF8? Immerse is asking. The Otacon. Probably Quistis. We'll get some key info on that in just a minute. So we're going to like talk with some kids. You know, get to say, hey, this is kind of hard. I guess I'm kind of just wandering around. Oh yeah, here's Cypher. Let's talk to him. Did you hear about the communication tower? Right, so if we'd taken the comm tower, none of this would have happened. Snake! Yeah, look at that. So Cypher and Quistis, they got some weird stuff going on. A mediocre instructor like you will never understand. So he's just rude as shit. Dang. Isn't the captain's duty to take the best possible action? You'll never be a seed. Calling yourself a captain is a joke. This is some like, you know, this is the Breakfast Club, you know? You'll never graduate. Look, he's shaken. He's so rooted out. He's wearing those extremely high-waisted pants. Sorry, Emrys, it's just true. Can't be wrong about anything if it's objectively the correct thing to say. No sympathy for you. He's not sobbing. He's like seething with anger. I don't want you all to be. I'm gonna screen cap that. I don't want you all to become machines. You gotta think and act for yourselves. So a seed's got to be like a teen mercenary, but also you gotta be a free thinker. Alright, so now, yeah, we got these little garden fellers. Seed shall not act beyond the exact wording of a contract. We are not a non-profit organization. The incident will be a hard-learned lesson for the Dollet dukedom. They'll know to be more generous when hiring Seed. Alright, so Dollet didn't specify to the letter exactly what we were supposed to do, so we left. And did not keep them from being invaded, essentially. Okay. We gotta go to the second floor hallway. We really gotta save our game. I should have saved our game when we were outdoors. I will say that a key thing to remember about Final Fantasy VIII is you need to save at every opportunity. I'm generally going to keep two running save games. These people do not have lemons on their head. They have a hat pulled low over their face. And zoot up to the second. All the best announcements were made in the second floor hallway, historically. Let's run on in here. So now everybody's waiting. Look, they want to know, so we can just talk to everybody. A lot of this game is dependent on just talking to everybody. So Fusion's raging out. They did not go, of course. It'd be all your fault if Cypher doesn't become a seed. Thump thump. Maybe a heart of some sort. This person won't talk. This person won't talk. Let's see what Zell's got going on. Sup? calling out names one at a time. So we can't go this way. And maybe we can go this way into the door. I think you just have to leave the other way here. So we actually will have to go down this hallway at some point later in the game. Which will be astounding when it happens. There we go, okay. Zell Dinch. Yay, so Zell became a seed. Oh yeah, look at that run. Yeah. Squall from Squad B, so Squall's a seed. That is all. That whole team over there beefed it. I love that. I love that use of the synced animation there. Yeah, modality, it's so good. Sure, you can put the apostrophe in sup wherever you want. There's no rules. 4 students have passed today's exam. This is this is the principal's office, also known as his throne room. Be dispatched all over the world. Balamb's mercenary soldiers. Siege soldiers are combat specialists. You can see selfies over there too. But that's only one aspect. And the garden faculty. So the faculty, right? They're kind of jerks to Sid. You know? Sid's a valuable asset. Its reputation is solely dependent on each one of you because it is a mercenary school. No. So COD 313, they had similar hair but not the same, and they did have the same yellow. But no, that despairing girl was not Selfie. Different person. I think wearing a slightly different outfit too. Yeah, Seed is the mercenaries themselves. The mercenary army are Seed. And the garden is just like where they live. Psst, 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 psst. Alright, so Headmaster Sid's telling everybody just like a little thing. Who is this person? We don't know. We will learn though. Do your best even if you don't stand out, because you're the other person who's not a main character in the game. You don't stand out, but you should still work hard. That's a lesson we should all learn. My eyeball's like freaking out. Try to control your emotions a little bit, nerd. What's it gonna say to Squall? Finally, a gunblade specialist. I love your gun blade. This ends the seed inauguration. Look at Zell's run. It's great. People should run like this all the time. Anyone who's like lightly haughty should run that way. It's a battle meter. What the hell does that mean? What's a battle meter? Weird. Okay. So everyone's dancing around. Look at this. Yes, 17 years of suffering. My chance has finally arrived. So this is our other... I'll be the ruler of this garden some days. I'm going to be the Cid too. I gotta give a speech in front of the class and go to an inauguration party, which is true. Seed, seed, seed. So selfie is cool. Everyone's happy, so we gotta go to class. Ah, that makes sense. Fern. Oh, it's an item, maybe. We should check that out. Slow clap. Right, just teen media. I mean, obviously this is a teen thing. This is about teenagers having big feelings and emotions. But look at that, just your worst enemy coming to clap to you. I mean, the maximum number of speeches is 4 Circadian Wolves, so it's not that bad. Conduct, 30 points. Judgment, 0 points. Attack, 50. Spirit, 50. Attitude, 70. So we could have maxed all these out, theoretically. There's a big set of things and actions you can do. I think attitude, the dog thing I did is attitude. I can't remember. And I think it's just, well, it's whenever there's a big mercenary event, Circadian Wolf is when they have the ability to promote people. People can, but you can look this up on like game FAQs or whatever to check out like how you can maximize this stuff. Here's why it matters. As a seed member, you get paid, and it's on a timer. And so your seed rank goes up according to your actions in battle, quote unquote, which is really not true other than running away. Running away a lot from battle will make your rank go down. Really, the way you make your seed rank go up is taking tests on a computer, and we'll do one of them. I don't know if Davidson if this is about like selling strategy guides. I don't think that's like a thing that that's not what's selling Final Fantasy, you know? To me, it just feels like a thing where, here's the flip side, right? Really weird and obtuse mechanics in games, especially like PS1 Final Fantasy games. The big selling point for these games at the time was, this is an 80-hour RPG, blah, blah, blah. Final Fantasy VIII's not an 80-hour RPG. We're going to be done with this thing in 25 to 30 hours, somewhere in there, give or take what we do. But all the optional content, all the weird world stuff that you find, stuff like seed rank, all that kind of stuff, all of that stuff is just time sink, right? And you can shortcut that with a strategy guide, or you can just not do it, which is like very acceptable. And so I would say it's less like a monetization strategy, right? And more the thing that we laud Dark Souls for doing, right? That's like the big transformative change of like, wow, everything's obtuse as shit, and you have to figure things out on your own, or like go read a guide. Those are one of your two options. We get Squall's super cool new outfit. And that's his Gunblade case there, by the way, too, with the I'm not gonna say what that is yet, but the lion kind of thing. We'll learn more about that later in the game. His jacket is also up on the wall too. So anyway, I would just say it's worth thinking about like what is the time commitment for obscurity, and I think that there's a big thing going on there. All right, Selfie, let's go. Oh yeah, Poo Poo, all those little guys. Circadian Wolf, I don't know what the exact economics of the strategy guide are. From here, this is we're running up on a very famous screenshot for all of you who love screenshots. Well, you know, and people talking about like things in strategy guides, right? Think about like the coffee beans in Final Fantasy IX. Good luck figuring that out without someone else telling you how to do it. Yeah, look at that. We're looking good. Screenshots are great. Lee Sun, bro. Even as a seed, you're still the same. Yeah, Excalibur 2. Oh my gosh. So Selfie's going around off screen. This is a great moment of like dialogue happening off screen. So it's like what Squall is hearing, but he's not even looking over there. So Selfie's trying to get people to join the Garden Festival committee. We'll say yes. You seem to be putting a lot of effort into this. Let's work hard on the Garden Festival. All right, so we're seeds now. Of course, you're the best looking guy here. The famous image. Let me guess. Oh, look at my eyes. Look at that, getting bamboozled by a lady at a party. I can't dance. Just immaculate cutscene direction. Are you kidding me? You really are an excellent student. So, people often, say the thing of Solid Snake doesn't know what sex is. Squall definitely doesn't either. Oh, what a great cutscene. What a great bit of characterization. And all that's going to come back. It's all going to be important. We don't know who that is. We don't know who that person was at all. Very good. Got this long animation pause. Quistis just standing there talking. So you'll dance. So this is I hate, this is Squall's teacher. Sorry, I had too much caffeine today. My eyeball is just wiggling around in its old socket. You're an instructor. Squall is keeping hard boundaries there. I wonder what's become of me. I've come to give you an order. You and I are to go to the secret area. It's where students secretly meet up and talk after curfew. Yep. What do you want to do there? To go boss everyone around? Teacher? Talk. Exactly. Talk. So we gotta go meet in front of the training center. Now, I'm gonna say this. This is the most confusing shit on the planet. At 480, whatever the thing is, right? Like, the terrible resolution of the PlayStation 1. Going to this location was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I just could not find it as a child. Now, luckily, I know how to do it now, so it's not going to be the issue that it was. But, yeah, they are, in fact, surrounded by T-Rexes. It's not Makeout Point, it's Makeout Zone. But, yeah, let's go there. Okay. Here we go. And we're going to save our game. Squall's back in his, cool guy's outfit. Got a bunch of belts. Got a big fluffy collar on. All the good stuff. And here we go. So we got to run our way there. And so this would be the point where earlier, remember, we could have toured Selfie around. That would have been the point where we would like learn what all these things are, but we'll figure them all out as we go in the game. This is the training center. It's basically a Jurassic Park that lives in the middle of the garden. Here's Quistis here, wearing her kind of traditional clothing. Sorry, the side of my nose is itchy. I don't want to... Oh, it's like perfectly obscured by my microphone here. But just to let you know, I'm not doing anything illicit over here. Have you fought the T-Rexar in the training center? You can defeat it quite easily by using status J. So we would have to get this. So basically, that's what I was explaining before. You can equip elements to your stats, which mean, like when you attack, you do 50%, cold damage, whatever. You can also do it with statuses. So you can attack people and give them poison. You can give them blind. You can give them death. All these sleep, all that kind of stuff here. Now, I don't believe I have any blind, so this would be pretty difficult. But it's pretty neat. We can do some other stuff, and this is why I'm clonking my way through this. They really let you know everything. They're like, hey, FYI, defense is much like attack, but it's the other one. Don't let it give you anxiety, Ryan. It'll be okay. Final Fantasy VIII can't hurt you. Okay, there we go. Use sleep against T-Rexar. Blah, blah, blah. They definitely front load the complexity of the junction system. Look, I'll be honest, I want that. In a video game, I do not want to be in hour 4. I mean, I guess we are now. But for the most part, all the rest of the complexity of the junction system's already here. This is just an additional small system. But when I play a video game in 2022, and I get to like hour 10, and I'm being tutorialized again, like I was just playing Grand Theft Auto 5, and 20 hours into that game, you're being tutorialized into new stuff. Is wild. No, thank you. Please. All right, so we got to go to the secret place. And I, as a kid, just going around trying to find the secret place. Just a living nightmare. I love these little guys. These guys are cool. Oh, you know what? I didn't equip anything to Quistis, which is unfortunate. Let's stock some stuff. Yeah, that Kodal in the chat is asking about the logo of the Squall of Renoa, kind of like holding one another thing. Yeah, that's the original logo for the game. So that's what people thought they were getting to begin with. So, right, we know about the thing with the dinosaur in sleep, the T-Rexar in the sleep. Well, now we can draw sleep from this little creature, and then we'll be able to use status J. It's gonna poop gas at us. Don't do it. Don't do it, you creature. Uh-oh. Yeah. Clonked. Let's keep clonking. Kazoo! And let's keep doing it. Yep. Cool. Everything looking good. Getting some APs. Alright. Let's go ahead and there's no real, big benefit to junctioning right now, other than making sure that everything that we fight... Oh, everything is already junctioned. 1 second. Off. All. Yes. Off. All. Yes. So that's just removing everything. And it's letting you know, hey, you're going to mess up the hit points for every character you have. I hope you're cool with that. And you just say yes. And it doesn't really matter here what goes where. If only because I am, I'm putting those there because if I draw more, I'll be able to boost those stats. But again, none of this is really going to matter. I'm just making sure that the GFs I have are going to be able to get some stat boosts from what we're doing. So we can go to status attack, and we can go to sleep. 10%. So if we got 100, we can go all the way up to more than that. So the game really incentivizes you to get as much magic as possible, as soon as possible. This is why people very purposefully break the game, so that they can, or you know, draw a bunch or do magic refinement, all that kind of stuff as soon as possible, because you can do that from moment one, basically. And that's not the case with 99% of the game. Or not 99% of Final Fantasy games. Right, like getting, what do you call it? All the abilities in Final Fantasy IX that requires you to get like a bunch of items, which requires you to progress through the game in order to get those items, to learn those abilities, right? They are very gated in a very particular kind of way. But we're just going to draw some sleeps here. I would like... It's going to take too long to get 50, so I'm not going to get 50, but... you know, just putting our status... Oh, everybody's sleepy. So this is like a weird possible fail state in which these things just constantly do this, and they keep using abilities and not physical attacks. Oh no, okay. Cool, the ability brought me back. For some reason I thought in this game abilities didn't cancel out sleep, but that might be Final Fantasy IX. Sometimes hard to remember. Yeah, I love the way these things are animated. They're like little gremlins. Goblin ghoul. Just wiggling. There's an electric fence over there to really let you know what's up. Oh, that's really funny. She like woke up and she was like, "Ah, I knew I was doing something. Hold on, let me go back to do that again." Okay, phew. Sleep. And the neat thing that's going on here, right, is that every time because Squall has sleep junction to his ability, every time he uses it, or every time he draws more sleep in this battle, that stat is getting more, it's getting stronger, right? It's always correlating to the number. It doesn't update at the end of the battle or anything. The stat that is built off of a junction is updating in real time all the time based on the stock of what you have. So if your hit points are junction to cure, and you've got 100 cures, and you use one of those, your hit point max went down in the middle of battle, which is like a wild thing to do, and awesome to me. Real cost-benefit analysis going on in Final Fantasy VIII, which I think is great, personally. Getting a lot of experience for this, everyone going up. Sleep powder, we can refine that into other stuff. Oh, are there Moombas in Final Fantasy X? Okay, so here's the thing. That's the secret place back there. Never in a million years did I see that when I was a child. I just couldn't see it. I wandered around this little place for eternity. Oh, they are one of Lulu's weapons. That's interesting. Cool. Uh-oh. That's where people are talking. These people are out here just chatting it up. Quistis says, I haven't been here in a while. So this spot basically is... It seems like it's hanging off the side of the garden, right? But that's actually not it. This big forest is on the inside of the garden, and we have gone out, and now we're on the outer wall looking back in. Like, the physical geography of this is, like, wild. No, Leth Davidson, I don't believe that this game has change screen arrows. See you later, Brendan. Having some pauses here, right? Maybe you can't see it. It's hard to see maybe in the stream. I don't know if the quality is good enough, but the lights above the garden of that big weird spinning thing, they're pulsing. And Quistis quit her job. She was a seed before, and now she quit. She's going to be a mercenary again. All these very long pauses. Yeah, Circadian Wolf. I mean, that's definitely the thing, right? Of like, ooh, let's go to make out point. I'm your teacher. Uh-oh. And then it's like, I don't know why she's telling Squall all of this, right? But it's definitely not that thing. It's like, I'm your peer. Cypher's mean to me, and I don't like it. They told me that I failed as an instructor. Basically, I lack leadership qualities. What a brutal thing to learn. Seed by 15, instructor by 17. It's only been a year since I got it, so, the game's doing a lot of work to be like, Quistis is his peer. Don't worry about it. No, you Golden Woods, it does make sense. She basically hit, because they can't take the seed test until I think they're 15, so she took the seed test as early as possible, and then was a seed for a couple years, and then was a teacher. And has been a teacher for 1 year. So, I mean, it makes the... in the logic of the game, all the numbers work out. Are you done yet? I don't want to talk about it. What am I supposed to say about other people's problems? Go talk to a wall. No, she became a teacher because she was so good at being a mercenary. But then she became a teacher, and then they were like, oh, wait, you're not good at being a teacher. You're 17 years old. Now 18 years old. That's what, like, the kind of arc there is. So she now, narratively, conceptually, she is now, Quistis' whole thing is like, what is my life? I thought I was going to be, like, best in class, best person going forward, right? Excellent at bringing up the next generation of seeds, but I can't even do that. So who am I, right? It's a way of getting Quistis, who's a little bit older, but kind of getting her through the back door of, like, teen feelings alongside the rest of the cast. I don't want to carry anyone's burden. Right? Squall won't listen to her? Maybe they're right. Got a shirt that unzips from the bottom, exposing the belly button. It's a very 2022 design. They were ahead of their time in 1999. Right. And Theopho, let's not spoil anything or not reveal too much, but there are plot developments that do make a lot of this make a little bit more sense, or at least, change a little bit. We're going to keep going through the thing. We're just going to go around the other way to leave. Yeah, that's a good thing that's worth pointing out, right? That some of these, getting higher resolution images means that, like, their facial expressions never changing is a lot more apparent. They're not plot developments that make the style of the tummy zipper make more sense. I think that's just good fashion of its era, and also, weirdly enough, again now, more about, like, what's going on with them and their kind of connected ages, working in the garden, stuff like that. When I played this game when I originally played it, I always thought Quistis' clothes were like pleather, but I think they just might be like synthetic materials. Like Squall's like leather. Selfie is like school clothes. It's like cotton or whatever, right? Zell is like also kind of leathery stuff going on, right? And powerful shorts, weird jorts. I think a lot about, like, texture and style and design for these games, because these characters are, like, cool, and their clothes are cool, or, they're being kind of sold or designed as cool. So, the fashion is a big part of that, right? I mean, also, Squall's, like, crop top bomber jacket and belts. There's a lot going on there. Zell is kind of Guy Fieri. He's very close. All right, here's our guy. So this dude's got a lot of hit points. So let's see if we can make him go to sleep. We'll try to hit him like twice. And if we can't, because he will legit, this creature will legit just kill everyone. So let's see if I can make him go to sleep. Nope. Okay, we're running. Yes, like Left Dance and right, like Squall wears all this leather. He is definitely squeaking and scrunching up and down the block constantly. Just healing up a little bit here. Weirdly enough, this is a game where if you're not above half health in a given moment, you could just die. It's a bummer. There's just some woman. Squall Quistis. It's a weirdly familiar things to say. We're gonna get checked by this big gremlin. It is just some woman, just some random person. Yeah, she's got a great outfit too. So this is a very cool fight. Check this out. Not that, not that part. So I'm just gonna use some summons here. So this dude up here, this like big flying wizard dragon thing, can pick those little Grinaldo dudes up and kick them at you. Bonk. It's great. That's video games to me. Doing my boost, it's behind my head, so you can't see. You can see the little thingy going, but you can't see what I'm up to. Woo! I got to 111. Shazam! So yeah, if we kill these little rock monsters, then you can't do it anymore. That's good. I think actually I need to make sure that I can summon something because I need to get Ifrit boost. I'm gonna change the thing out for him. Thing that's important here is I believe that this creature also has a GF that is missable, so I need to try to get it real quick. I'm not 100%, but I think so. I need to look at a list of all the missable ones. The fifth element's 97, so this would, or right, 96, 97? Yeah, I think this thing. No, what do we get here? Shells. Okay, no, so no missable GF, unless it was on one of those little rock monsters, and I don't think it is. Okay. So we're gonna do, I'm gonna scan here real quick. Gotta get some more scans. It's my fave spell. I like knowing the numbers. Makes me feel better. 463. A large insect Grinaldo. A large insect type monster that's a survivor of some ancient race. Uses its large spike and tail to attack. There's some real evocative text writing. Why does no one treat this like they do Dark Souls? Where they like read the text for Final Fantasy VIII and come into elaborate theories about the construction of the world. 1997 is the fifth element. It says scoobing, so right before that. And this is 99. I'm at 93 with my boost. Maybe I'll move myself over to the other side of the screen. But that would block the other thing, so it's hard to know where to put me. Getting kablonked. And just a few more. Or just one more. R.I.P. to thee, big bug. R.I.B. Rest in bug. Wizard Stone. So Wizard Stones basically exist only to be refined. Oh, uh-oh. So yeah, so there's this this lady here. She's got her nice outfit on. A lot of sleeveless blouses in this game. And she's got some, like, dudes with her. Some little weird outfit people. Who was that? We'll find out in a billion years. Now we can leave. I do want to go and go to our GFs here. And I want to make sure I got my boost. And I want to go to my junction. And I want to junction some magic to my hit points. Oh, I thought COD. I definitely thought you were asking, like, because Shiva and all these different Final Fantasies, they there's always a different design, right? You know, it always kind of looks a little bit different as a creature or design. So I thought you were saying maybe this one design was maybe riffing off of the Fifth Element. Not that all of them are riffing off the Fifth Element. This one could be in conversation with that. I don't know why it wouldn't be. It's a movie, very popular film. Not everyone can get by on that. So if there's an arc in this game around Squall, it is around that specifically. Not everyone can get by on their own, as Squall says who? And you know what? We're going to learn a little bit about the power of friendship along the way, I think. But now we're going to leave. We got to go back to bedtime. Go back to Squall's sleepy time. Sleepy time, Squall. You talk to all these people that say, go to bed. Go to bed, baby. I don't know what kind of tea I got. It's just whatever's in the cabinet. Finally, there you are. I locked my keys out of the car. Zell's been looking everywhere. We got our own rooms, baby! You know, I really wonder what Zell's voice is. Your new room's right across the hall from your old one. So when I was asked to tell you, it took me forever. Can we play cards? Nope. But you know, like, Zell could have, like, ha 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 hoo ha huh. You could have one of those. We could have, you could have a 70s greaser. Someone moved all of his stuff. Gotta go bed. No, if you lock your keys out of the car, that's bad. You need the keys in the car. Go vroom. Gotta go to Timber. Meet by the front gate. No. You can't unlock the car. Once you've locked the keys out of the car, that doesn't make any sense. All right. New type woman, I don't know. We haven't seen any limit breaks yet. They're not super common. Unless you're, like, kind of trying to make them happen, weirdly enough. So, we'll see. We'll still be friends after we graduate, right? What do you think? It's basically that Vitamin C song. It'd be really cool if the three of us are still together. Very progressive for 1999. So yeah, we're going to go do a mission. Like, straight up. So we can go to some other places. We're not going to go back to the training zone because we don't need to train. Although theoretically you can go do some grinding and stuff like that. This is the cafeteria. We can go in there and learn a little bit about hot dog. Juliet Pester's mentioning that Zell has a pretty different limit break. He does. Hopefully we can use it at some point. Also, I wouldn't call it hard. You just have to kind of know what leads into what. And you can do a bunch of pre-inputs and stuff like that. This person immediately is like, oh, I'm young. Or, I've worked here for a long time. And being young was great. Let me tell you about being young. Squall's a good listener. I'm beginning to feel young myself. Hey, I'm still all that. Look, listen to me. All of you who are the age of 20 who are listening and watching the stream. You should think, hey, I'm still all that. I believe in you. I believe in you being all that. People older than the age of 20. I have a son about your age and he's so incompetent. Let's keep listening. He's worried about his future. I'm going on a journey to see what I can do. My son had a serious look. He has matured. I wonder where he is now. So I wonder if we can meet that young boy at some point. Wow, look. And here's just... We can just talk to people in the cafeteria. Did you hear about the field exam? Cypher did what he pleased. We can just talk to people here? Friend of Drape Groupie. Cream of the crop. Now look at him. He's crushing on Quistis? How sinful you are? No good, dude. You can't talk that way about people. Oh, whoops. Yeah! Yeah! Alright, let's play some of this game. Let's see if I can lose my Ifrit card, which is pretty powerful. Trying to get some of this good stuff. We don't really have very many good cards. That's okay though. Pretty weak on that left side. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. No, I cannot explain Triple Triad to you, unfortunately. In a very basic sense, I can. So there are these numbers that are attached to cardinal directions, right? So like north, south, east, west. You have cards and you want to lay them down in such a way that you flip the card that is to your left and right, and you want to protect the sides that are weak. So this is a 5 on the left, which would trump the 4 on the right of that card up there to the left that you can see, but it's very weak down, right? So there's a 1 at the bottom to the south side of the cardinal direction there, which would mean that they could easily place a card in the middle there, the kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like position 5 of 9 in this thing. They could put it here, but maybe that's okay because they put a card there, and I have a lot of ways to deal with it. So let's do that. You do want to generally put the ones on the wall, as Danny Ash is saying in the chat. So we can do this. Badoo! And Final Fantasy IX makes this more complicated by very purposefully, and you know what's in their hands, so you know like what their capability of putting stuff down is. But Final Fantasy IX does this exact same system and then makes it even more complicated somehow. So we're going to put this here, and we're going to win. Because they have a 6, I have a 6, and it isn't bigger than mine. So, we'll play the game a few more times, and you'll get it, I promise. It's not super complicated. But Final Fantasy IX does this except every single direction, so it's 9 numbers. Which is great, IMO. I like that game more. Let's get the Mesmerize here. Yeah, let's check that. And you can play this game, like there are standalone apps and things like that just for playing Triple Triad. I'll play one more. That does make sense. I don't know who I played just a minute ago, but I'll play this person here. The interesting thing about it, too, is that some cards, like Ifrit here, you can see are extremely powerful. And there's like a face card for everyone who's like in the game. So, you know, there's like a Zell card. I think you can get Zell pretty early here. I think you can get it from Ma Dinch, if I'm not mistaken. So they got a pretty powerful thing over there. So I'm going to bait them. I just put in kind of one of my weaker cards in the middle here. All right, okay. So let's do this. Okay, wow. Can I get anything good? Doesn't look like it. So let's capture that. Wow. Okay, so they've got a 4 and a 5. Uh-oh, I'm going to lose, y'all. And they're going to take my Ifrit card. So we got to play for a draw. Didn't get it. So I lose my Ifrit card. Uh-oh. Alright. As you can see, I don't really care too heavily about the game here. We can get all kinds of other cards back. I'm not particularly worried about it. We're also working on, let me check here. Chico Blueberries. Let's start begging them not to take their card. But so we can check and see where card is here. That'll help us get better cards later on. Mostly we're going to use our cards to turn them into magic at some point. So that's the cafeteria. So that's, there's the quad out here. We'll check that out later. And you can see we're seed level 5, so we got like our money for the month. The infirmary, we've been there before. That's true. Well, Scoobing, I don't think you have to, you don't have to win. So there's a card tournament in Final Fantasy IX that you have to play in, but as far as I remember, you don't have to win it. There's just additional, like, good stuff if you do. I think you do. You have to play in the Trino card tournament, right? But you don't have to win. Yeah, we got Zell here on his hoverboard. This really comes up less than you would want it to in this game. It's also not like a skateboard. You know? It's like a surfboard. You may come in handy on a seed mission. Guess what? Doesn't. Confiscated. That's true. He did get paid and immediately purchased a giant hovering surfboard. Gotta abide by the garden's rules. He's also got a little crop top. I forgot about that. He's got jorts and a crop top. Also the name of my new Troika character, Jorts Crop Top. Okay, so we gotta go to Timber, and we gotta help out a faction. The Force of Timber sure have changed. You must reply, but the owls are still around. The owls are still around. We gotta follow their orders. Justice 3? So we're going and helping out, but for very little money. Zell and Self, your support. Squall's the leader. It's a cursed item. I forgot to give you this. It's a cursed item, but if one with power uses it, it should be of great help. Wow. Thanks for this cursed lamp, my man. So we just need to go over to the train station. There's a buff guy. It is what a thing to give to a teenager. Like, what a beautiful graduation gift. You know what? I really like this garden, even if our teachers are bad. Alright, so we need to go to Quistis here. We need to take everything off of her. Yep, that's fine. And then we want to junction some stuff to Zell. Do. Oh, and you can actually do this, right? You go to the auto thing, and then just maximize for HP. For the most part at the beginning, that's probably what we should have been doing the whole time. Get our other one here. So you can see there's a lot of just like kind of boring menuing that goes on. And the reason for that is that it's how game go. Game made in 1999. Sometimes you gotta do some boring menuing. At least I'm pretty fast at it. No! I'll show you the curse in a later stream. We can't do it right now. But we will do it later, I promise. I'm not going to do all the optional content in this stream because some of it's just time-sinky stuff from the late 90s. But some of it's legitimately interesting. And we'll do some of it toward the end of the game. This we'll do closer to the beginning of the game. So we're going over to Balamb. I think we can rent a car now. A lot of bad stuff. This mechanic. Uh-oh. A 100 pull-ups. Who is he? Oh, Zell did 100 pull-ups here. He got up on that sign and did 100 pull-ups. I think you need some help. Oh, talking about outfits. Selfie's like mini dress with massive pockets on it. So massive you can see them from this angle. They are distinct. Sometimes you gotta store all your stuff. So we can talk to Ma Dinch again. Got another little cutscene here. You look stronger every time I see you. Been raging up a storm all over the place. Oh, gosh. Zell is great. What a little weirdo. That's very good. Here, Balamb, I'm always doing the same, trying to be like you. She's got a little hooligan on her hands. He can't help it. So Zell has been raging up a storm across the world. Excuse me. Across the world. And there's a little kid running around acting like him, and that little kid's name is Big Bad Rascal. He's collecting frogs over here. Don't tell anybody. I brought that frog. Big Bad Rascal. You can't help it. Alright, so we're going to draw some stuff. Doodly-doo. And we're going to go up here. There's a new guy to talk to. We got to purchase a train ticket. If you don't have enough money, you got to go grind it. Which is great, but we have enough money, thankfully. And now, lacking our Ifrit card, we gotta leave. Which is A-okay. Here we go! I'm not controlling this, by the way. Just a little thing that we're looking at. This train is awesome. Transcontinental Railroad, going through the tunnel. Pretty cool, huh? Sure, I love trains. I think trains are cool. See the little scrolling thing in the back? It says timber on the top. Alright, so I got control. Oh, no, I don't have control back. Next stop, timber up there. Okay. Teehee. Gesture. All right, and that's going to be the end of the stream for tonight. The next little bit, I think probably the next couple hours, next stream, we'll be going through the timber stuff. We're going to learn a lot more about some other stuff going on. Thanks so much for everyone for joining me to learn a little bit about Big Bad Rascal. And I'll be back in a week, so make sure you set your timer, set your alarms, put it on your calendar. Twitch.tv/rangedtouch. You can hit follow if you want to learn more about it right now. Easy to do. And you can, if you've got a Twitch Prime sub running around, slap that thing on there. Give us some money. You can go to patreon.com/rangedtouch to learn about more that we do. If you enjoy watching this stream, I promise you'll like all the other stuff we do. Patreon.com/rangedtouch. And you can go to youtube.com/rangedtouch to watch the VOD from last time and this VOD too, which will both be out fairly soon. Be back next Thursday with more of the stream. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will talk to you some other time. Goodbye.